Okay, so this is I Am Powered. I Am Powered. This is Navni Sharma. I am a guest host today on this show, which is very exciting, like for me, because I am very much into this content nowadays, especially in this COVID times, about social media, pros and cons of social media. But before that, I really would like to tell you who am I. I hope you guys know me very well. I am a survivor, a warrior, and of course, a cancer warrior. And I am powered person who is powered because of you guys, because of my guests, because of my viewers, and because, of course, because of my beautiful host. So today, usually, this is Janvi's show, but as you know, Janvi is like so into so many things, and she's studying too. Our sweet little Janvi has an exam, and as you know, that she always wants to put her 100% to get the best results out of everything. So she is studying today, and our wishes with her for her best exam tomorrow. So yes, I am here today, your guest host, not the host always, the guest host, and with an exclusive guest. Till today in I Am Powered, we have not touched this topic because we usually talk about health, wellness, awareness, or we talk about youth empowerment. But I thought actually one day, you know what? Why not? When we talk about youth empowerment, we talk about other empowerments like family empowerment. Then the biggest part in today's in our lives, in everyone's lives, the thing which holds us on, which connects us on throughout the world, and especially in this pandemic, is social media. And social media has its own contents, has its own handles, has its own pros and cons. So I brought a wonderful guest today who is going to empower us today on social media because there are many myths about social media, like especially when it comes to the kids. You know, we parents always say, oh, you know what, this is not good, you're always on social media, you're always on YouTube, you're always recording something. So today I brought beautiful guest with us who is a very popular YouTuber who connects the whole world. Especially being South Asian, he has given many good topics to Canadians, to Americans, to I would say he will tell him about himself. So I would like to welcome today Sabby BG, a biggest YouTuber in our community. Welcome, Sabby.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Navneet. Thanks for the amazing introduction, as well as I've never been called beautiful, so I think that was
Wow.
amazing as well.
Everyone is beautiful, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Like, yeah, it's not about the face. I would say it's not, because that's what I learned in my journey, that we all have someone beautiful inside us, and that is our
Yeah.
soul. So you are a beautiful person, and
Well,
thank
thank
you for
you.
what you do for
Thank
us.
you.
You know,
Yeah,
um,
no problem. No problem. Absolutely. My pleasure.
yes, Abby, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. There's not too much about me, but I mean, as Navneet said, my name is Sabi BG. I'm a content creator. I started making funny videos sort of 3 years ago. I do Vox Pop sort of interview. So that means I talk to people, go out on the street, ask them about. I try to get global perspective of foreigners and Canadians and Americans on things Indian, things like Bollywood and samosa or Indian food, our culture, language, festivals, and all that kind of stuff. That's what I started doing. Obviously, the course of the content that I create has changed based on how I have seen my content impacting people, my viewers' lives, and then their requests and topics that I should cover. So I do cover, a big variety of topics now. But predominantly, my presence is on YouTube. You guys can go and search for me on YouTube, just with my name, Sabi BG. I have a YouTube channel called the Sabi BG Show. Just last week, we hit 250,000 subscribers. So that's a big milestone for
Oh
me
my
and my
God.
team, as well as we've done 100 million views across all of my videos. Uh, Outside of YouTube, I'm also trying to grow my audience on Instagram. as well as TikTok now. I know it's banned in many countries and it's kind of like going through a little tough time, that particular application. But I'm trying to obviously grow my influence across different platforms, and that's why I used to call myself a YouTuber, but now I really call myself a video content creator.
Wow.
So absolutely, go and look up for my contact. All my social media handles is the Savvy BG Show, and you can find me anywhere.
See, this is something, the question which I didn't plan, but of course I wanted to ask as South Asian or as Canadian, like, how did you get this kind of, this is a very unique content, like coming from some other country and then going to some other country and then, connecting both the countries, or even not only two countries, you're connecting all over the world, everyone. So how this concept came into your mind?
Actually, it didn't come to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
My audience told me that this is what we want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, my story started with 3 years ago. I remember a friend of mine, we were just sitting at home, and I was watching one of my favorite YouTube content creators who's also from Ontario, Just Rain. Some of you guys who are watching this video probably may know Just Rain.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I used to watch his content, and my friend and I were sitting, and my buddy said, we only have one shot at life, and we got to make it count. Uh, and that statement of him sort of like got stuck in my mind, and I said, okay, what do I want to do? I wanted to be just like Just Rain. I mean, somebody that I look up to, somebody that I enjoy watching.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it resonates back to whatever your passion, whatever your goals are. But then that's what my when it came to my mind, this is what I want to do. This is what my calling is. I said, okay, let me go and shoot some videos. Literally took my cell phone and started making some vlogs. And I remember I used to go to all these cottages and other stuff with my friends, and I used to just take a lot of videos. So I became the video guy within my group. And I remember there was one of the videos, I think it was the eighth or ninth video on my vlogging channel, where I posted a video wherein I spoke to somebody who was not Indian, and I asked them about Bollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and that particular video got 200,000 views.
Oh, wow.
And surprisingly, after I posted that video, I did not go back to the channel for almost 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
because it didn't even occur to me that this particular video is actually doing that well, when all my other videos wouldn't even do, they would die just after 5 views.
Mm-hmm.
This particular video kept gaining momentum. And one day I got an email from YouTube saying, "Hey, well, this video, your video has hit, or you've gotten 1,000 subscribers." And I was like, "What do you mean by that? I'm not even posting." Went back to my channel, opened it, and this one video had blown up. And that sort of uh, something occurred to me. There was a light bulb moment. I'd say, okay, this content is something maybe my audience wants. Well, when I say my audience, I had no audience before, but then it just started from there. I posted more and more videos around similar content, started getting the reaction from people, understanding the analytics of my YouTube channel, my videos, how people are reacting to it. Made a series of videos in that. And 3 years later, like, I have 95 videos on topics that sort of like cover, our demographic, our culture.
Mm-hmm. It's really interesting because whenever I see you, I always find in your video that you are in downtown, you're chatting with someone, you're just recording something, and it's like, you need lot of strength, lot of time, lot of mindset you need, because usually, like, everyone does not trust social media. So because how I am derailing right now the topic towards some kind of, as you know, that we have a topics name today, debunking social media, which means that people have a lot of negative points for social media, negativities or the myths, or misconceptions. So let's start with something that, because the kind of energy you put, the kind of time you put into the social media, I think it's very constructive, Sabi. It is very like, and you are making it very productive. Am I right?
Well, I mean, yes. I also think that when you do something that you really enjoy doing, you don't feel you don't feel that you're actually working.
Mm-hmm.
This YouTube channel and my videos and my subscriber base and the ad revenue I make, the sponsorships I get, they've now enabled me to do this all day long. I quit my full-time job last year,
Wow.
and I tell all my friends, everybody that I know, that I every morning wake up with a feeling of bliss, because I know for the rest of the day I'm going to be doing something that I really, really love doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't sometimes even feel that I work.
Mm-hmm.
My life in the last 9 to 10 months have been absolutely stress free.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Not because my YouTube channel is making me millions of dollars, but at the same time, it's allowing me to not only obviously pay my bills, but then it's also allowing me to start a business, make really solid connections, and scale up where one day I can be a millionaire. So
Sure.
it's allowing me a lot of things that I think a job was not allowing me to do, which I did for 15 years.
Exactly. And it's wonderful. Actually, it's a very powerful thing what you said, that you quit your job and you have come totally into this. So, this is something like it has so much positive or productive, we can say that things in it, and doing only YouTube or only content writing or only following social media. Or like nowadays, as the world has changed, many companies are actually on this platform to promote their businesses on the social media, right? But still, there are certain, as I've mentioned, myths and misconceptions. We will definitely talk about those myths and misconceptions. But before, do you have something to show us? Like you have something, your own project, your own YouTube channel, which our viewers can see?
Yeah, sure. Currently, I have like four different YouTube channels, and obviously, I'm helping a lot of my clients with their YouTube channels as well.
Hmm.
Um but am I able to share my screen just using this?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think, let's see. I am sharing my screen now. Okay, are you able to see my screen now? Just let me know if it's
Yes.
working.
Yes.
Working?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Let's go to YouTube. So, just for some of you who would like to know exactly what I do on YouTube, so this is my YouTube channel. As I mentioned, this is called the Savvy BG Show. As you can see, I have a lot of videos there. You can obviously look into this content later. I also started another channel called Republic of Creators.
Oh.
And this is a very new channel. I've just started it, but as you get the idea from the banner,
Mm-hmm.
that this is about mastering video. I started a meetup group. Some of you guys may know this website called meetup.com. A year ago, I wanted to meet with like minded people because all my friends and family members, I noticed that when I'm talking to them about YouTube, very quickly they were getting bored.
Oh, wow.
So I wanted to meet like-minded people, and I said, okay, maybe I got to find a group, a meetup group of YouTube content creators. I didn't find one in Toronto, so I started a group. Actually, maybe I'll open that really quick. So this is my meetup group. If any of you would like to join this group as well, this will be amazing.
Amazing.
We have almost 800 members there. We meet once every 2 weeks. Once every 2 weeks, we have a virtual event. So all these YouTubers, we meet, we collaborate, we talk about our common issues, challenges. But then from here, I learned so much, not only on how to grow my own channel, but
Mm-hmm.
also I started helping a lot of other YouTube content creators. And very soon, as I started noticing that businesses and brands are reaching out to me saying, "Hey, Savvy, can we sponsor on your videos? But
Wow.
at the same time, can you help us with our own YouTube channel as well?" And
Mhm.
that is the business I have. We've done over 35 consulting gigs. I've helped some of the biggest and the largest brands in helping them with their YouTube channels.
Mhm.
I help a lot of entrepreneurs like real estate agents and lawyers, dentists, anybody that has a business and
Mhm.
that would like to use online video to grow their business is something that we help with. But there came a time a couple of months ago when it was just getting too much inundating. I was not able to help each and everybody, so I started this channel where I interview top content creators who are doing really well in their own specific platforms, and I interview them.
Mhm.
And it's an audio podcast. The video version of it, small pieces of the video, I post on this channel as video content. So
Wow.
these are the two major projects that are going on. I mean, I create YouTube videos and I help others
Mhm.
with others with helping them with the growing on their own social platforms as well.
Wow, it's amazing. You know what? Like, it looks like you are getting rewards out of it. Like, people are approaching you, people are sponsoring you. It's not that easy, and especially only working through a digital platform. You know what I mean? Like,
I
usually
love it.
every business promotes their business through TV or radios or paper media. But no, that's wonderful. So the first question about, like, if you can help, if you can put some light on a few youth entrepreneurs or few regular entrepreneurs, those who are actually into some business, and they have some myths basically. What myth first of all is that they don't want to promote their business on social media. So they say, oh, my customers do not use social media, or I don't know to how many people it's going to reach, right? So what do you want to say about this, Abby?
So, if I understand your question correct, you were saying how can somebody grow their platform, or how does somebody start?
Exactly. And how does someone trust on social media? Because usually we think, oh, you know what, how many people will reach on social media? Maybe with the help of TV or with the help of paper, we can reach to the hundreds, thousands of the prospects, right? But not through social media. Maybe everyone is not using social media. So what do you think about that?
Actually, great question. There's two really powerful things that I want to say here.
Mm-hmm.
One is that it's not an option anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be. If you remember, 10 years ago, Facebook came. 15 years ago, Facebook came,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people were not adopting it in the beginning. They were like, "Oh, well, we don't go on Facebook now. People, we don't go on TikTok. We don't go there." But then, the new generation comes. They obviously grow with that platform. They adopt it, and then everybody else has to adopt it.
Exactly.
Till a few years ago, if you would say, I'm not on Facebook, some people may say or think, they may not say it to you, but they may think, what's the problem? Why are you like hiding? So
Mm-hmm.
you were expected to be on social media. Today, it's not the social media economy, it's the creator economy. Things have changed,
Yeah.
which means you're now expected to create content. It could be anything. It could be as simple as you having a LinkedIn profile and just creating a post. It could
Exactly.
be as simple as sharing a post. It could also be you posting a picture. We all are already doing it without knowing we are already content creators.
Exactly.
It's the ones that are taking that extra leap and that want to just do more are the ones that are shining out of the whole crowd, but
Mm-hmm.
everybody's creating content
Mm-hmm.
today. And without even you knowing, these platforms are pulling you in to create that content. You're already doing it. If you're even a salesperson working in a company, your company releases a note on their LinkedIn page.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing is, as an employee, you are like, oh, let me share it. Or maybe sometimes your boss says share it.
Exactly.
So you're expected to create content. It's the creator economy.
Mm-hmm.
So you can say, hey, I'm not into it. I don't want to do it. Maybe you're already doing it. Even posting pictures on Instagram. Facebook, I wouldn't say is more for creator stuff because you're really watching other people's profile, just posting pictures for your friend. But all the other platforms, it's making you create content. So you're already doing it. The
Mm-hmm.
number two thing is when people don't start, some people think starting is when I go in all in with a certain theme,
Mm-hmm.
catering to a certain niche. For example, you are catering to people here that want to be aware about
Exactly.
cancer.
Mm-hmm.
It's a collaboration space for people who are dealing, with several things around this disease. So it's an amazing platform you created. So you have a niche.
Mm-hmm.
Um, those people that think that okay, we will only start when we have that niche and we start creating content and then they go all in and they start creating a lot of content, that is step number two. But a lot of people that are not doing it is because they have a mental bottleneck in them. We cannot do it because we are camera shy. We
Mm-hmm.
cannot do it because we don't have a ring light right now. We
Mm-hmm.
can't do it because we don't have a nice camera.
Mm-hmm.
We can't.
Exactly.
it's, it's so simple that if you spend
Mm-hmm.
half an hour, if you don't know how to use your cell phone camera, which I guess everybody knows,
Everyone.
go on this website. It's called youtube.com.
Mm-hmm.
Watch a tutorial there.
Mm-hmm.
Those people who don't want to invest time in learning
Mm-hmm.
are the ones that will not succeed because you're not investing time in learning. A few weeks ago, I told you about Vidyard.
Mm-hmm.
You're at a point now where I think you can teach me about Vidyard because you must have spent time in learning this platform.
Exactly.
So if you want to start, first, you should know you've already started. You're already doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Most of us. And second, if you really want to take it forward to a point where you enjoy doing it and you want to do it full time, like myself,
Mhm.
then learn and just go ahead and do it. And just stop thinking that you can't do it because it's easy.
It's easy to say no.
It's easier to say no, but
It's easy
it's
to
also
give up, but
absolutely.
again, this is, I think, is a kind of a free platform, and it is, the world has become so shorter, so smaller, that we all are connected. So right now, if myself and Sabi are talking, anyone in the world can watch this. And on top of this, actually, I would like to tell my viewers that Sabi is really a beautiful, again, person, as he is a beautiful soul. He is helping Cancer Warrior to brand, to reach out to more and more people, to raise awareness, to eradicate the stigma of cancer. And thank you so much, Sabi, for helping us on our YouTube channel. Thank
No,
you.
actually, it makes me feel better that I'm able to use my influence for a noble cause. So I never had this opportunity before. So, I think I need to be thankful to you that you're allowing me to feel better about what I'm doing.
Thank you. More hands, more the merriers, right? So another question, Sabi, you know what? Like people say, oh, I have no way of measuring the effectiveness of social media. I don't know. Again, people presume, like they say, I don't know if things will be working out or not. Is it effective or not? What are your thoughts on that?
So it depends on what your goals are, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
Very recently in my YouTube coaching group, there was a sales rep, a guy who was working in sales in an IT company.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked me, he said, I want to make YouTube videos. And I said, about what? He said, about, uh, I don't know about what, but I want to be a YouTuber. I said, what do you do? And he said, I'm in sales. I said, why about sales? And he's like, I'm not really passionate about it. I do it for a job, but that's not something I want to like talk, make YouTube videos about. I said, okay, you can start something else later, but imagine, and this goes back to when I said that everybody needs to be creating content because it can help everybody. As a sales rep, imagine you're not thinking about making hundreds of videos and starting a whole channel somewhere. All I'm saying is, as a sales rep, for example, as a matter of fact, any profession you're in, but imagine you're a sales rep, you go for an interview, and you're having an interview with your sales manager, and they ask you a question, which they would, why should we hire you? You go through all your, well, I'm great, I'm this, I'm that. And by the way, I am so passionate about this topic that I actually talk about it.
Wow.
Here's on my resume, you'll see that there's a link. It's my YouTube channel. I have around a dozen videos there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it took you some time to make 12 videos really quickly. You're just sitting in your car talking about how to handle objections,
Mm-hmm.
you about how to sell to the very important top officer, how do you communicate well, how do you sell more, all that stuff. What's
Mm-hmm.
going to happen is when you leave that job interview, that manager is going to be like, wait a second, this person is going to be in my team. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hire somebody that coaches other people on how to sell. I want this person in my team because he seems to be a real salesperson.
Yeah.
You didn't really create a channel there, but what you did by making 10 videos were that you were able to, you may get a raise, you may get your dream job. So
Mm-hmm.
you need to have, perception does matter quite a lot these days. We are in an economy where sometimes if somebody has 250,000 subscribers, you're like, wow, I mean, you have a following, you're a celebrity. It's the perception, right? And people leverage that to their advantage. Uh, but that's what I'm trying to say, which is, creating content will help you in sort of different ways. So when you ask me whether it's going to work or not, it working is, will I get a million subscribers or not? Now, it's not that you're looking too far, but you got to set small goals. My goal, I remember, was to get 1,000 subscribers. Then it was get 5,000. Then it was to get 100,000 subscribers and get that plank over here. And
Yeah.
after that, I don't care about subscribers anymore. I
Wow.
just don't. It's not something that excites me. What excites me is the comments I get by somebody saying, "Oh, because of you, I came to Canada. I saw this video where you talking to and you
Wow.
zoomed here. I came to," and that impacts me more. It doesn't mean I don't want to get a million subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
It just means I'll be richer. But
Yes.
but it depends on what your goals are and is your content helping you achieve that goal. Now,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to the data, you got to look at, if you have to grow, if you're serious about growing a platform, you got to learn that platform. You got
Exactly.
to spend 6 to 10 hours on youtube.com or any other website and learn how to read your analytics, how people are
Very
clicking on your thumbnails, how people are, if people click on your thumbnail, how long they watch the video for, which is called
good.
audience retention.
Hmm.
How much total watch time your videos are generating, which is called audience watch time. So you got to understand your analytics if you're serious about it.
Hmm.
But you set your goals and use your content to achieve those small goals.
You know what? You like just said so much deep thing that we have to start from somewhere. I can like there was a saying called Italy wasn't made in a day, in a night. Nothing is made in a day, a year, 2 years.
Yeah.
So I'm already feeling so much powered that we started this I Am Powered live series, and we did not know where we will go, but still, yes, we are working on it and we are getting more and more likes. We, again, like your point, you said that people are getting helped. People, let's say we had last time, we had a dietitian who is an anti-cancer dietitian, right? So she helped many people. I got so many messages and emails that yes, she discussed those points which I was looking the answers for. So again, I don't want to be a millionaire. Cancer Warrior does not want to be having million subscribers. Of course, we need to take care of those all the subscribers together. But again, the thing is that someone is getting helped. We are getting the great feedback. We are able to help more and more people every day, so we have to start from somewhere. Again, another very big myth, why I'm talking about the myth, actually I wanted to tell to my viewers that we have, as a human, we always have negative sides. We see the first and then we see the positive sides. We always see the glass is half full, half empty, then half fuller, right? So that's what we are talking about, the social media myths. Again, debunking on social media, we are talking about. Another very important thing which people say, oh, I don't have time for social media. And which is a very common thing. Oh, I don't go on social media. I don't have time on social media. It's like someone is doing some sin. So any good points for them? Any good suggestions or advice for them, Sabi?
Well, see, I'm not going to sit here and be a proponent of social media. I would never say social media is great,
Mm-hmm.
right? Your goals could be great, and if social media help you get to those goals, so
Mm-hmm.
then you use social media. If somebody tells me I don't have time for social media, good for you. Maybe you have time for playing badminton, great, because that's a better thing to just go and scrolling Facebook all day long.
Mm-hmm.
So to answer your question, if your question is, if somebody's like, I want to be known. I want to influence people. I want to be an influencer. I want to spread my message,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know how to do it. I don't have the time to learn. I don't
Yes.
have the time to figure out things.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's BS.
Of course.
Absence of time is because of absence of value. If you're struggling to find time for something, it's because you don't really want that enough.
Priorities.
I work on my stuff literally. I think I'm up for 16 hours. I work on my content stuff, not just mine, but my client stuff. I do this for 16 hours, and then I go for my regular walk or jog, whatever. But then everything else I'm working, because first I don't even feel I'm working, but then second is I have goals that I need to achieve, and
Mm-hmm.
I have achieved everything that especially related to my content side of things.
Mm-hmm.
I've literally crossed all the platforms I had to a point where now I'm like, what is my next goal?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I have to really sit down and think, okay, what's my next goal? Maybe my next goal is, for some of you don't know, tomorrow I'm starting with not my new YouTube channel, but on my YouTube channel, my existing YouTube channel, I'm starting with a new segment. It's like a late night show, and this is my set. You guys are getting like a peek view into that. So this will be, you will see like I'll be sitting like this. It'll sort of be like so there's a whole Toronto thing here going on.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be like if some of you watch Jimmy Kimmel, or in India there was Shekhar Suman. So this whole thing's gonna look like that. But
Wow.
my next goal was to up my production quality to a point where maybe a TV station calls me and says, "Sabi, we love what you do, and your production quality is super high. We
Wow.
think you can come on TV, and here's $1 million." I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying, I don't know.
Wow.
But you gotta set goals, and then You got to figure out how to do it. I mean, if you don't have the time for that, then yeah, you're not gonna grow.
Yeah. So what you want to do, you will work on it. And of course, I think we all have to manage the time to learn and to say, hey, I can do anything. So
Absolutely.
it's everything is important in our life. It's such a, I wouldn't say it's a short life, but of course it's such a beautiful life that we should experience everything.
Yeah.
And of course we have to prioritize, but again, now the world has again become so smaller due to pandemic or COVID, that we all are connected with each other only through social media, only through online stuff. And today, you know what, like I'll give him one example. My son was saying, oh mom, I have no summer clothes and we have to go for the shopping. I said, honey, yeah, sure, you can do it here, just go online shopping, right? You know your size and you know your taste. So he said, mom, really? I said, of course. I said, go on Amazon, go anywhere, use this card and you can just do it. So the world is actually becoming, and especially in this millennial time, it is becoming very smaller, and very online
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one thing I do want to tell you, Navneet, is I think it's related to again what you said. A lot of people think, and I think it will also be true. A lot of people, I'm guessing they like what they do. They love going to their jobs, but a lot of people don't. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people want to get to where maybe I am at this point, which is working on your for your own business, something that you really enjoy doing, having the flexibility of I can right now travel anywhere
Mm-hmm.
and I can still conduct my business because it's online. It's not a brick and mortar shop. I can
Mm-hmm.
I can operate from anywhere. I set my own times. I do whatever I want to do. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people, I have a feeling they want to be in that situation as well because it's just better in some cases. And social media, it's a great, especially these platforms, creating content and creating strategic content is
Exactly.
going to be very helpful for somebody to get there really quickly. A friend of mine, somebody that I know, recently started a keto company,
Oh wow.
right? He never even did keto. He still doesn't do keto.
Oh
But
wow.
he started a keto company where he started an Instagram page. I remember he told me that on the ninth post on his Instagram page, he had around 11,000 followers. This was his ninth post. So 11,000 followers. And he started getting all these sponsorship opportunities. And then he made, I think very recently, he launched um, a box of like some kind of keto chocolate protein. And he
Mm-hmm.
did $1.3 million in
Oh wow.
sales in
Amazing.
his first launch.
Wow.
And this is literally 5 months into his Instagram page about a
Mhm.
topic. So he was smart. A lot of people care about keto. He's doing a business. He first got the people there because of his Instagram page and then started selling them something. And
Mm-hmm.
within 5 months, not only he's job free, but he's a millionaire.
Wow, it's amazing. No, thank you for sharing the story, because we really need these kind of stories to boost ourselves, to boost our actually uh, to career. Even like the youth right now, I've seen like my son's friends, they have their own brands of t-shirts or their own brands of sweatshirts, and they're doing everything online. Everything, they're selling shoes,
Yeah.
selling shoes on online, like, which we can't even think of buying shoes without trying it, right? But they are doing that. So wonderful. But you know what, like sometimes they say that social media is very hard to learn, or I think it's probably those who have never done it before, they think so, that it is very hard to learn. Is it, do you think?
Well, yes and no. When I say no, because that's the beauty of it. If
Mhm.
knowing how to create a video and upload it the right way, using the doing the search engine optimization of it, and applying best practices to a video content you're creating, if it was very easy and everybody would know it, then everybody would do well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because it's like bodybuilding, right? It's for those people who've been doing it for 2 years
Mm-hmm.
now are achieving their goals, or a year, 2 years, whatever that may be. It's the same thing with social media as well.
Mm-hmm.
That information is available everywhere. Are you going to be the one sitting down, spending time and figuring that out, and
Mm-hmm.
then implementing, doing a lot of mistakes, getting up again, and then creating? And you will get your video that will also hit 200,000 views like me, and
Exactly.
that's when you'll have your aha moment, and you'll never look back.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's hard, no, it's not hard. how hard can posting a video be? I mean, literally, you take your cell phone, you record a video, and you click on upload.
Mm-hmm.
But what's hard is you actually spending time and understanding that is your video making sense? Is
Mm-hmm.
it helping people? And is
Mm-hmm.
it helping a lot of people? And
Mm-hmm.
what are people saying to you in return?
Mm-hmm.
Understanding all those things and executing them, pivoting from those comments and that feedback to then come up with something that's better and keep improving that
Mm-hmm.
is is what's going to set you apart from everybody else. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not hard to learn, but
Mm-hmm.
it takes time to learn.
It takes time.
Right? The entry is very easy, but not everybody will be successful because not everybody will invest the time to actually do it
As
right.
you said before, that people don't spend time on that, right? Learning, of course, any learning any new thing. Yeah, you're right. So now, of course, all the myths and all, like probably few myths we could talk about today because of the time constraint. But as a savvy DG YouTuber and of course a very influencer YouTuber, so we would like to learn more about YouTube from you, Savvy, today. So
Mhm.
how can anyone, whether it's an entrepreneur, whether it's a youth, some artist, how can they grow their influence using YouTube?
Well, see, there's definitely a lot of strategies on how you use YouTube because YouTube is a search engine,
Mm-hmm.
just like Google.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have a business where I do, let's say, craft work, I have a craft work shop,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to be found in my region, I would do something called Google SEO. So
Mm-hmm.
that anybody in the Toronto region, close to Spadina and Bloor, if they're searching for craft shop, that my shop appears as number one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's obviously something a little bit more strategic. So similarly, YouTube has something like that as well. If
Mm-hmm.
let's say you're a foundation and you want to be seen by people that either got diagnosed with cancer or somebody in the family got diagnosed with cancer or
Mm-hmm.
or they just want to know more for awareness purposes
Mm-hmm.
and they what you would then do is that you would apply tags and things in your title and your description to ensure that somebody in your region, your prospect market, when they search for that stuff on YouTube, your video appears as an answer to that question.
Mm-hmm.
All people on YouTube are looking for is questions. I mean, yeah, we go for those of you who are ground people like me on this chat. There's a show called Kapil Sharma Show, which is a pretty popular Indian comedy show. I don't watch it, but and even if I did, I wouldn't admit that I watch it. But anyways, um, so that show, it's yeah, people do watch entertainment as well. They're not really searching all the time on YouTube, but most of the people would go on YouTube to search for something. How do I make this? How do I do this?
Mm-hmm.
Or condo versus house, whatever that search is. You
Mm-hmm.
got to be the person. If you are solving that problem, you
Mm-hmm.
got to be the person making that video and be found organically. So obviously, you do some SEO. But
Mm-hmm.
how do you grow your influence using video? That all is secondary. Though all the SEO part, best practices, that's secondary. The most important part is that you have to create videos.
Mm-hmm.
You put it on YouTube, and then you put it on YouTube, you put it on LinkedIn, you put it on Facebook, you upload that on TikTok as well, Twitter video as well. You put it all across different video platforms,
Mm-hmm.
and you do it consistently. And
Wow.
you understand your feedback. And as I said, you keep tweaking
Mm-hmm.
what's not working, and you do more of
Mm-hmm.
what's working.
What is working?
It all
Exactly.
starts with you starting. And once you start and you keep doing it, you learn everything automatically,
So
anyways.
consistency, like you have to be really consistent to bring anything on to other level,
Yeah.
so that is the key to success.
Yeah.
Oh,
Your question could have been also been how do you grow your biceps?
of
Same
course,
answer. You go to the gym consistently and you will grow biceps
of
or
course.
abs. I don't
Or
think I'll ever have abs though, but anyways.
how to lose weight, by doing more and more cardio, by running, by walking.
Right.
And everyone cannot be a runner. They have to walk first,
So
you know,
it's the same answer.
same.
It's the same answer for this as well. You just gotta start and then keep doing it.
That's wonderful. Thank you. And it was really a great, would you say, example to make people understand that, how they can start something, and then with the consistent approach, they can always sell themselves their thing, whatever they want to sell. Usually we all are into the selling business. If you see, even the woman who's making food, a mother who's making food in the house, so she's every day selling her food, because what she wants, not the money from her family, she wants that someone should praise. Someone
Yeah.
should say, "Oh, hi, oh, wow, mom, it was amazing. This was so delicious." So we all are selling ourselves here or there into this or that, of course. So with this only, because now you are there to support and, put some light on how the people can promote. So how can we grow? Like, how can someone get started on YouTube? You know what I mean? So let's say I'm a first timer. I don't know. I know the YouTube is a handle, but how can I start the YouTube channel?
In simple terms, you first start a YouTube channel. If you have a Gmail,
Mm-hmm.
then you start a YouTube channel. So basically, you go on youtube.com and then you click, there's a button there that says upload video. You click there, and
Mm-hmm.
either you upload a video that you record from your cell phone and you just upload,
Mm-hmm.
or you literally use your webcam and upload a video. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's as simple as that how you start.
Yes. Oh wow.
Record and upload. I mean, it's just absolutely not rocket science. There's nothing uh, stressful about how to actually do this. A very simple process.
But the other thing is like, how you can make it. Do you need any equipments? Do you need any production quality? What do you need?
Not anymore. I
Mhm.
think that the I work with a lot of clients that I help them make YouTube videos, and I would never. They say, should we buy a camera? Should we buy lights? And I say, well, maybe a little lapel mic, like a mic that you can stick here, may be a good investment because people want good audio. They may be okay if the video is not great,
Mhm.
but they definitely want good audio. But then these new phones, anything, if you have an iPhone 5 or above, or you have an Android from maybe the last 5 years,
Mhm.
these guys record much better video than even some of the DSLR mics now,
Oh
or
wow.
DSLR cameras. So
Mhm.
if you have a cell phone
Mhm.
and you can sit in a room like this where there's not too much noise, you really don't need anything. You can actually hold your camera like this and make a video. So no, you do not need, and I advise people that just want to test out things and start, not to buy any equipment because it'll just stay there, and then your family is going to keep bugging you that you spent $500 on this and now you're not using it.
Believe me, we all, like the team of I Am Powered, we were looking for, oh my God, we need the lights, good lights, but as we are not for profit organization, and we really we don't want to invest in anything else besides like helping people, right? So, and when we were looking for the lights or the equipments, we thought, oh, come on, we are not making a studio here. We are just like, we are raising awareness. People can listen to us. If as far as they can listen to us, that's good. As far as one person can be helped, that's wonderful. So
Correct.
what you are actually saying, right, that people need to hear in the clarity, and which is more important. And of course we have really good phones with us, which are helping, no doubt, in the pictures qualities and everything, right? So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
let's say Sabi, like someone has now started the YouTube channel, right? But now, even especially the people, the organizations like us, those who are not for profit, those who are probably don't have much time. Again, the time I'm talking about, because sometimes we have lack of time, right? So we don't have time, but we need to make it very catchy. We make it look very special, that people should read or listen or hear about, what we want to say. So any first of all, like, we need to put some good content, which I know, which I learned, of course, from you. So what is a content? What do you mean by content, and how can someone benefit from making content, in any videos or anywhere in the social media?
Yeah, see, I've never thought about that question that way, but I would say content is something that provides any kind of value, right? It could be entertainment, it could be educational, it could be a how to video,
Mm-hmm.
how to cook this, how to cook that, how to tie your lace, how to eat, how to. There's a video that did 7 million views. It
Mm-hmm.
was how to open a chocolate wrapper.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow.
there were 7 million people who probably did not know how
Mm-hmm.
to open a chocolate wrapper, or maybe they knew, but they wanted to improve their process of opening a chocolate wrapper.
Wow.
So they watched that video. I'm kidding in a way, but that video did have 7 million views. So content could be anything. Now that's more like a meme,
Mhm.
but I'll answer the question of maybe what is a strategic content. A strategic content is something where you are trying to gain an audience or influence by telling people that, hey, people, when you watch
Mhm.
this video is about this topic,
Mhm.
and use a format. In all of your videos, you can use a format called a hot
Mhm.
format. Okay,
Mhm.
I charge $1,000 for this technique, but hot, the H stands for so basically any YouTube video that you do,
Mhm.
uh, you have to first hook people onto what that video is about. A lot of YouTube videos, you always start with, I see people starting with, hi, my name is John, and I am this and I'm that, and I'm the best person, and I'm the best, I make the best chocolate. Now I'm going to tell you in this video how to make a chocolate. You've
Wow.
already lost that audience because you didn't start with the hook. Nobody cares about John right now because nobody knows John. If John was Leonardo DiCaprio, he can just come sit here and be like, I'm Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm just going to not talk about anything. People will watch. But at this time, John is not popular. So, what John needs to do when you're making a video, you come in and you say, in this video, or if you're somebody that's looking at how to make a chocolate cake, in this video, I'm going to tell you 5 steps to do to make the best chocolate cake. And
Mhm.
that's your hook. Right away, you hook somebody in as to what this video is about. You
Mhm.
can maybe also say a great technique to keep people till the end of your videos by saying, after those 5 tips, I'm going to give you a bonus tip as well. So make sure you watch till the end, and
Mhm.
suddenly you see your audience retention boost like
Wow.
6,000% because now people are like, I need that bonus point. I need to know that, the special one.
Whoa.
Right?
That's a great thing. Yeah, to know.
You start with a hook, and then the next thing you say is your outcome. So
Mhm.
basically, in that hook statement, you were saying the example is, in this video, if you're looking for this thing, this is what this video is about. And if you watch this video, this is the outcome. Like, you will know how to make a cake.
Mhm.
And the T stands for testimonial. You can't always have that, but a testimonial in a cake making video could be the final picture of a cake that comes right in the beginning. That
Wow.
this is how the cake would. So it's a testimonial that, okay, this is like, you can say, okay, by getting this outcome, here's what you achieve.
Mhm.
So if you make that video that way, it's a good way to keep people's retention. But
Mhm.
again, when you ask me the question, what is content? To me, good content is something that's providing a value. And if you want to gain a big audience, a big influence, you have to keep providing that value on an ongoing basis.
Yeah.
If you have a YouTube channel about cooking, you stay on cooking. Don't make it about kite flying and cooking in Bollywood movies because you're untraining your audience into thinking, the ones that subscribe for cooking, that, hey, Navneet's going to show me all cooking recipes. Great, subscribe. Suddenly, next video, you come in and you start talking about how much you like Bollywood movies. They're like, wait a second, I don't even care about Bollywood. Unsubscribe. Or
Mhm.
they will not watch your content. So, what YouTube is going to think that, okay, person A watched Navneet's video, the first one, but the second video I again promoted to the new person, but this person didn't watch. So maybe the third video that Navneet puts out, I'm not going to promote it to the next person automatically. So
Amazing.
that's why if you want to grow, you got to be consistent on a theme so
Mhm.
that people think you are giving them some kind of ongoing value.
Going value.
And you tell them by your banner. If somebody goes to a YouTube channel, a big banner shouts. It should say, all videos are about this. So
Mhm.
not only this video that you saw is about this topic, but the whole channel is about this. So if you want ongoing value, subscribe.
Wow.
You
Amazing.
can then capture any niche.
So you mean to say that so banner should be really very catchy, classy, or good colors, or the topic name.
Well, it should yell at the person
Hmm.
what your YouTube channel or any platform is about. The friend of mine who did Instagram,
Hmm.
normally how people come to your homepage and subscribe to you is that they're on that platform watching something else,
Hmm.
and one piece of your content gets prompted to them,
Hmm.
and
Wow.
if they get excited, they'll click on it,
Hmm.
they'll watch that piece of content, whether it's an image or a video. They'll be like, wait a second, I want to know more about this person, and then they go to your homepage.
Wow.
And that's where it's like more like, if you see some of those guys, who are giving those little samples outside a shop, the
Hmm.
goal is to bring them inside the shop. But
Hmm.
they're giving you a sample saying, here's a sample of what we sell. If you
Hmm.
like it, now you go into the shop.
Hmm.
And when somebody goes in the shop, if you can still give them a great experience, that wow, I love this show, I want to like get all the news from this, all the deals, everything, subscribe.
Mhm. Mhm. No, it's
So
wonderful, wonderful information, actually, Sabi. Because very valuable points you said about YouTube today. For especially the first person, the new person, the person who want to start something on the YouTube or even any social media platform, right? So, only one and last question I would like to ask, because again we are running out of the time now. But I am feeling very much powered. I am powered today by knowing more about YouTube. And I request all of my viewers and audiences, if you want to know more about YouTube or social media, you can always follow Sabi BG on YouTube or his social media accounts. And he is a wonderful coach, because I have been in his contact for last 2 months, and I was taught so well that I could do something more on my these series called I Am Powered. So, Sabi, another question, like, are there any good tools we can use to grow quickly on YouTube? Like, of course, like I want, right? So, like me, there are many people who wants to quickly grow on YouTube. How can we do that?
that's a great question. But before I answer that, I would also say that you're also a good student, and you're also a student that want to learn. Like
Thank
every 3 4 days, sometimes I'm doing something and I'm like, I just told Navneet how to do this 3 days ago, and she's asking me again.
you.
Not that it's a not that any question is a stupid question, because but it tells me how committed you are to grow
Mhm.
your influence and spread your message that you want to spread, to impact as many lives as you can. So
Thank you.
you're committed, and that's the more important thing than me being a good coach.
Oh,
Um, anyways, uh, so good tools, yes. I mean, every different platform has their own sort of tools that you can use. If
mhm.
specifically, because I've been sort of like introduced so many times as a YouTube coach. Um, we'll talk about YouTube specifically. So there's some tools, like I'll give you the names. You can research them later. There's a tool called TubeBuddy. I
Mhm.
think that has been really, really influential in helping me get to where I am today. There's a feature there called A/B testing.
Mhm.
That way, I'm able to test the same piece of content for 14 days every day. The same piece of content will go with a different thumbnail, alternate days. So that way, you can keep improving your the feedback from your audience. So TubeBuddy is good.
Mhm.
There's another tool for YouTube called vidIQ, and one tool that I personally feel has enabled me to do um, everything that I'm doing on all the different platforms, and I think you probably use it as well. It's called Canva.com.
Of course, yes.
So Canva is something that has changed, I think, so many people's life. It has
So
taken
many
care.
things, so much of it's like a beautiful colors it brought in our lives, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you're everybody's now. Everybody can be I'm pretty sure graphic designers hate it, but now we don't have to find a graphic designer, and we can kind of like go and do basic stuff on Canva.com. So I think
Yeah.
that's a great tool.
Oh, thank you so much. Those were the wonderful, because I know the tools which you have just mentioned. I have been personally using it, and which is helping me to create a good YouTube channel for Cancer Warrior. And Sebi, I would really love to talk to you again, because there are many things. There are still many questions we really, really want to know. But yes, maybe later. Sometimes after a few weeks later, we can bring you back, because your content, the social media content, the YouTube, it helps everyone in today's date. It helps like youth, even seniors. They really are learning. Those again who wants to learn, they're learning a lot of social media content handles and everything, because everything is on Zoom, everything is on Facebook lives and Instagram lives. So I would really like to thank you once again, and appreciate your time out of your such a busy schedule, because I know you are a self-employed, and it's not easy to make your living being a self-employed, because you have to invest your 24 hours, whether in the sleep or being awake. It's always going on. The mind is always going on, right, Sebi?
Yeah, thank you so much. Absolutely.
Thank you. So I would like to say today, I was a guest host. Usually, I'm always working on the back end. And why I chose to be on back end, because I really want to help many, many, many people. When the show is happening, I know you might have seen, or you might have got my text or my Facebook invites that please come and watch our show, because our each and every moment we want to just save some life. We want to just raise awareness. We want to just eradicate the stigma which everyone has of cancer through I am powered in many ways. And of course, those who are very vulnerable people sitting at home, like me, I am sitting at home mostly because I am kind of like saving myself from COVID, because my immunity is compromised. So we need some kind of entertainment. We need something new for our eyes and some kind of new information for our ears and brain. So that's what we are doing. Please join us. Please watch our I Am Powered series with our amazing guests and beautiful hosts, Rebecca and Janvi, those who are doing full justice. As you all know, Rebecca, I'm so thankful to her because she is a survivor. She is a thriver. She is doing many things at one time, but you know what she is doing? She is trying to save more and more lives by providing awareness and by giving a lot of information about cancer, whether when it comes to youth, when it comes to seniors, anyone. If we can save one life, our mission is accomplished, because that's what at the end of the day we want you to get saved from this deadly disease. And a very special thanks to Janvi in this youth. Why we chose Janvi as a host, because we want to create examples. We want to clone, we want more clones, like clone Janvis, because in the near future this youth will be our leader, and we want our leader to be very healthy and very confident. So she is. So that's what we always bring Janvi as our host. And thanks to both the hosts, and of course thank you all viewers. Without you we are nothing. And I wish you all very good health and very good time ahead in your life. And I wish you all the best. Today we are all done here, and next episode, Rebecca will be bringing a very dynamic guest again, like we always do, for sharing more and more information and giving you more and more knowledge. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sevi. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you.